Hello everybody and welcome back to WillDoesMagic. My name is Will. I hope you're all having a magical day. Now, today I've got the announcement for the giveaway winner first of all. I'm going to put it up on the screen in the end after performance. So please watch the whole video to check out who won it. I'll be in contact with their email. They probably even got an email as the video comes up because I'm a bit of ahead, as I said in the last video. But thank you to everybody who participated. I really enjoyed reading every one of your comments, and I think that if you go on and read all the comments, you'll actually get a feel for why we are all here, why we love magic, and kind of why we're doing this all the time. So I'm very appreciative of everybody who took the time and actually wrote a comment, and there will be a couple more giveaways in the near future. So if you didn't win this time, don't worry about it. You'll have plenty more chances in the upcoming future. Today I've got another pretty simple but very fun, probably one of the more fun tricks I've ever performed, because it allows a lot of creativity and a lot of performance acting, which I think is really fun to do in the streets and up close. So bear with me, it's gonna need a bit of sleight of hand, but not anything too difficult at all. If you do like this video, please leave a like on it and comment on what you guys want to see next. Also, I want to give a little heads up that I've started an Instagram for this community. It is WillDoesMagic on Instagram. It's got the same logo and everything, so if you search for WillDoesMagic, all in the same word, you'll find it. I'll put a link to it down in the description down below. I might even something on the screen right now. But without further ado, let's get into the performance of this trick. Alright, so for this trick, guys, all I need is a deck of cards. Now, I'm going to go ahead and find my few little helpers for this trick. So we got 1, 2, let's see, 3, and where's the last guy? There he is, number 4. So we've got the ace, the king, queen, and jack. Now these are going to be my acrobats for this trick. Now the jack here, he's the youngest guy, so he's kind of the beginner of this trick. And then you got the queen. She's like an intermediate girl. She knows how to do a few tricks, but not all of them. You got the king, who's kind of the grown-up in the group, who's can do more tricks. But then you got the ace, who's the expert of this trick. So these 4 guys are all going to go, and we're going to have the jack, queen, king, and ace. And what's going to happen is that they're all going to do a individual trick, but it's going to ramp up in level as far as we go. So we're going to start off by giving the jack a bit of a hard time. Now he's going to do what's called a salto mortal, which is basically when you do a flip. So we're going to have the jack, and he's going to go from the bottom of the deck to the top of the deck with a pretty simple dribble, and like that. And hopefully he should be at the top of the deck. Now that's the beginner level, so we're going to take it a step further, and we're going to let the queen do the salto mortal, but the other way. So she's going to drop down, and hopefully we should have the queen. Now for the king, he's going to do a salto mortal, but with a half twist. So what he's going to do is he's going to go in the deck wrong way around, and he's going to do a little flip, salto mortal, and hopefully he ends up top. Now for the last one, the hardest one, is going to be the ace, salto mortal, half flip, face down to the top of the deck. So he's going to go in the deck somewhere in the middle. I hope you can see that he actually goes in. So we're going to have the ace, and he's going to go in, he's going to flip like that, and instead of going to the top of the deck, he's actually going to flip inside of the deck, just like that. Now that is the trick, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Now let's get into the tutorial of this trick. So for this trick, guys, you can use any type of playing cards decks as long as you got 4 of any suits. The jack, queen, king, and ace, and then you're also going to need a, see where it is, the other soulmate of that ace. Now you can use the red aces or the black aces, and whichever suit you want, it doesn't matter, but these are the 5 cards that you'll need. Now you're going to start off by just having these somewhere in the deck. You can mix those up real well and just kind of give the deck a couple of cuts. Now this doesn't need to be set up pre-hand, but you're gonna need to have this ace to the bottom of the deck. Now, if you want to do this beforehand and just keep the ace on the bottom, that's totally fine. If you want to have it in the deck and kind of just find it as you're finding the other cards, you can just kind of move them around a bit so you get the ace on the bottom. But you want to get the ace on the bottom and then all the other of your acrobats, in this case the queen, jack, king, and ace of spades. You want to just out jog them real quick, and then you want to bring them out. Now, you don't want to show the ace, if possible, to the audience. You want to keep that down and just kind of have the ace, king, queen, and jack go on the bottom. So in this way, you got the jack, queen, king, ace, ace. That should be your setup. Now from here, you want to go through every single one of these cards without the blast ace. So you want to get more of a relationship to them. So you're going to say that the jack, he's a beginner. He's not very good. He's new to it. He doesn't do many tricks. The queen, she's alright. She's not the best. She's intermediate about it. The king is a bit better. And then you got the ace. Now you don't want to flash that last ace. You want to just keep it flush with the deck. And you say the king, he's pretty good. The ace, he's the best about it. Do whatever kind of performance you want as long as you create a bit of a relationship with these four cards. Now here's the only slide you need to do for this trick pretty much. You're going to square all these cards up and you're going to do a bottom glide. So when you turn your hand around, what you're going to do is you're going to grab that pinky and just slide down so you get a little rim of that queen that you can grab onto. So what happens is when you turn your wrist down and slide it down, the first card you're grabbing is actually going to be the queen, not the jack. Now, if you do this correctly, you're going to see that when you turn your hand around and just pull it out, it's going to look like it's the jack. The next card, which looks like it's the queen, is actually going to be the king. The card after that, who looks like it's the king, is actually going to be the ace. And the last card after that is going to be the ace of clubs. Now, it's important that you emphasize that it's the jack, queen, king, and ace, so that their subconscious thinks that it's actually the jack, queen, king, and ace, because that's what they've seen. So that's your setup for now. So you got the ace on the bottom, or the jack on the bottom. Now you want to get that to the top. The way I do it is just a simple overhand shuffle and just peeling off cards until I'm left with only one, and it happens on top. Now you're pretty much ready to go. So the way you're going to do this is you're going to start with a jack, which is actually the queen, but they think it's a jack. So the jack is going to go from the bottom of the deck to the top of the deck. Now I like to throw in a couple acrobatic names like Assault Mortal. I don't know what that is. I just heard it, looked it up, first thing that came to Google when I Googled gymnastic, artistics, acrobatics. Unless you're performing for an actual acrobat, they're not going to know the difference either, so don't worry about it. Just make up a story. If you want to say a front flip, back flip, flip with a twist, however you want to do it, make it fun, make it entertaining. That's what the whole performance part is about, you making the audience actually engaged in the trick. So you say that the jack's going to go from the bottom of the deck to the top of the deck doing the salto mortale. Now you can either pick it up and do a little riffle. Now if you're actually shown on camera, I don't know if I can catch this, but if you dribble bottom to the top, you can actually kind of get them to glimpse at that last card, so they see that the jack actually went up top. Now you don't want to flash the bottom card, but just quick little dribble up, or the way I do it is I dribble down on it first and make some kind of theatrical acting, and then you reveal the jack. Now from here you're set up with the queen on the bottom, and you want to have the king, who they think is the queen. You want to put that on top and say that the queen is going to do the same thing but the other way. So once again, I do a little dribble, a little riffle down, and I reveal the queen. The third card, which they think is the king, is actually the ace. Now you got the king up top here right now, so you want to do a half turn, and you say that this king is going to do a half turn salto mortale. Now the only thing that means is that you're going to put the ace in, which is they think is the king, but it's actually the ace, face down, wrong way into the deck, and push it in. And then you want to do a half twist. You might want to do a, if you do a dribble here, you got to have it pretty tight and quick, because you don't want to flash that ace mid deck somewhere. Same thing if you do a dribble like that, you don't want to flash that ace or dribble the other way. They might see it. So you might just want to do a quick hit, do a quick snap, but you get that king up top. Now you're faced with, you got the ace of spades in the middle of the deck facing the wrong way, and the only card you got left is the ace of clubs. Now this is why you need a soulmate of that card, because what you're going to do here is that you're going to put the ace in, which they still think is the ace of spades. Now this is the part what fooled me the first time I saw this trick, just giving you a heads up. You're going to put it in and you're going to turn it around. Now when they see that black ace, their first instinct, like mine was, is that that's the ace of spades. They're not going to think that that's the ace of clubs, because you already said to them that that's the ace of spades. So they see that A, the black A, and they're going to think that that's the ace of spades, when in reality, that's the ace of clubs. That's why you want to have the ace of clubs in the end, and you want to perform it this way so that they actually see the black ace. And then you want to make sure that they see it goes in all the way, and then you can do a quick little dribble again, and then you just reveal that that card is flipped upside down inside the deck somehow. Now you can be as creative as you want with the performance and storytelling about this trick. It is super fun to perform, and you give a bit of practice to it, it will look amazingly all the time. Just remember that bottom glide is probably the only slide you'll really need, but other than that, it's a super fun opener. It's a super fun just go ahead trick. If anybody asks you to do an impromptu card trick, it'll be one that you could definitely use in all situations. Now for the giveaway, I think we got around 17 to 15 comments on it. I took it all in a random spin the wheel thing, and the winner is Barbecue Feast 7535. I'll put his name up right here and the comment that he wrote as well, or she, I don't know. I've already been in touch with you, so if you haven't seen the email, please check your Gmail. I don't remember which one you use now, but if it's in the junk or anything, if I don't hear a response from you, I'll send another one, and if I don't hear a response from that again, I'm gonna have to draw a new name from the pot. So please get back to me with all the details and we'll figure it out. As I said, it's an Amazon gift card and it'll be online, so you won't actually receive anything physical. You won't receive a code that you can use for whatever you want, preferably magic, but if you want to use it or anything else, feel free to do so. As I said, guys, there's going to be a lot more contests and giveaways in the future once we get this channel and community growing a bit more. But I once again want to thank you guys for 500 subscribers. It's been a great ride so far, and I hope that we can continue doing it. If you like this video, please leave a like on it, comment on what you guys want to see next, and if you're new to the channel, give it a subscribe, show it to friends, get them into magic. And without further ado, I hope you'll have a magical Monday, and I'll see you next time. Bye.